Betcha, congrats on the first. Hey, $10. Joseph almost, or accidentally clicked the puts part instead of the redeem. Unlucky. Better luck next time. It's gonna be another paint day because the whiteboard's just. I love it, but it's also like annoying to have to take like to start setting it up like 15 or 20 minutes before I actually start the stream because there's just like a lot of small things to do. So there's I want to start with why were there 2 notifications? No, there's only one. This was posted in my Discord 1 or 2 days ago, 1 day ago. You? Oh god, and I don't know what you look like? I can try and figure it out. I mean, it's gonna be in paint though, is that okay? Hit punching. If not, I can refund you. It is? Okay. The question I'm going to look at is 32 and the first one here. I suppose in my Discord, the person posted their work too. I think there has to be an easier way, but let's do the let's do some art first. Okay, so I have to draw Spectry, and I don't know what Spectry looks like, which I think is going to make this fun. I'm trying to think about like what I know about Spectry. You know, German. So, you know, maybe he'll have some like schnitzel or something. Then you love those emotional games that wrench your heart up. I don't know how you would draw that. Friends always confuse you with schnitzel. Sounds rough. And I gotta think that you're like super buff, like you're just ripped. So maybe we'll start with that. This is gonna look like fat, but I assure you it's muscle. Okay. Got a 6-pack. It's a great arm. I'm off to a great start. Okay. And then your thumb should be on the inside. 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta have some veins in here, right? I'm gonna need some more room to capture all of your bulging muscles here. Well, no. Okay, and then you're just going to have some schnitzel, and that's the way this drawing is going to be. Hey Jed, 4th or wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5th. Oh wait, I mean we should give you some veins on both your arms, right? Not just one arm. Just like, yeah. Spetri redeemed the drawing of himself, so and I don't know what Spetri looks like, so I'm just kind of, making it up as I go. So commonly holding a trident? Okay, we can get that in there. uh, okay, that's the little chicken breaded thing. We need some gravy on it though. This gravy is gonna look like pea, but that's okay, right? All good gravies look like pea. Pretty accurate so far. Good, good. Except for your lack of nipples. There we go. Spray on the gravy. Oh, true. Can I even do? Oh, you can't see the menu on stream. Is there? Oh, there is there's an airbrush for the gravy. Okay, okay. Jed, that is a fantastic call. What color did I use? That color? I think I used that color. Oh, that's kind of coming out crappy. It looks like Cheese Whiz. Yeah, like this brush is crappy, or the spray thing is crappy. I can't. It's paint. I only get a couple of preset brushes and that's it. Oh well. Hey, Levy. I probably can't do it. I'm making a drawing that I'm gonna look at. Problem that was posted in the Discord, but like, move the mouse super quick. Meh. Oh wait, we need to get the trident in here. Well, I kind of I shouldn't have drawn your other arm in this pose, but we'll make it work. Freaking health super. How does it try? Like the trident should be like barbed, right? It looks like you're gonna hit yourself in the head here, but I assure you, you're not. You're much more coordinated than that. Super cool scar on your face like all the movie villains. Oh, good, good, good. Oh my god, that problem's like a whole essay too? Oh, I've heard of problems similar to this at least. It might be a different version of that, but I doubt I'm gonna enjoy the problem, Levy. I'm sorry. Like I'll like look at it once I get through the problem that I'm actually going to work on it after this drawing, but it's different. Okay, it's not the towers of Hanoi. Oh, that's not a good eye. You probably have giant anime eyes, right? Actually, wait. I don't know how you. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. These aren't really anime eyes. So you should be looking at the schnitzel. It's not Poseidon. Yeah, it's a drawing of Spetri. I'm gonna get your scar in here. Why is the music not playing? No, it is. It's just quiet. You're throwing it. You're not stabbing yourself. It looks a little bit like how the clown makeup, like the clowns have the little points on their eyes when they put the makeup on, but you know, it's a cool scar. Your 75th Oiler last night? Nice, Jed. Are you a Don or gangster like something? Oh, a Don like the Don of a Mafia? Yeah, I am. Thank you for asking. Be wearing those jean shorts. Because that's what just came to mind for me, I guess. You also do not skip leg day. Well, I guess your knee should probably be like around there. Yeah, it's looking great. Oh my god. Green for Hulk? This would be a very confusing version of the Hulk. We should fill in his shorts. Your feet are bigger than your calves. Isn't that supposed to, you know, kinda? I don't know. I guess not that much bigger. Get your toesies in there. Those are really crappy toes, but... Oh wait, you should probably have hair, right? Unless you're bald, but... Let's give you some hair. All right. Exactly how it's supposed to be. Good, good. Can you show me your gun? I don't have a gun. And I probably wouldn't just because someone asked. How's that, Spetry? Like, you know, how well did I get it? I feel like the trident should maybe be like a nice green, right? No. No. That's good enough. I only gave you... Oh, true. Let's bump that baby up. There you go. I mean, you're gonna get muted in a second here if you... Just keep talking about random shit. By the whole arsenal. So that I put on 2 more rows. That's a 10 pack? It's coming closer. Yeah, it's still not quite there. Okay. I might call the drawing good there. And actually look at the math problem. Looks like a to the x. Yeah, it's like the end of an exponential function. The problem that I was going to start off with is looking at 32, the first one here, this thing involving tangent x. Very nice, glad to hear it. Yeah, this like I feel like tangent of x plus 3 is got to have some relationship with tangent of pi over 3 minus x. Maybe let's go to Desmos and see what they look like. Or wait, no, let me start up with identities. Oh, it's cotangent. That's not what I hoped for. Okay, so maybe there's an easier way. Yeah, but like we're not gonna cancellation with tangent of x plus pi over 3 plus tangent pi minus whatever. The third term, this one. Yeah. Factorable item with the third term. I don't see what it is. If there's one. Yeah, so you could pull negative out of there, but we'll never be able to factor the entire thing as it's written. Like we could do the first two terms with tangent x, or we could, do the first term and the last term with x plus pi over 3. Or you could pull the negative out and do the last two terms, but I don't know that any of those are going to be that constructive. So this person... Oh, we're looking at 32. But fair enough. Oh yeah, the permutations I would probably figure out eventually. Tangent A, tangent B, minus tan A, tan C, plus tan B. Yeah, I agree with that. If you wanted to do that, Jeb. So this person is using the sum identity for tangent, which is probably what you have to do, to be honest. The Adele's problem is going to be something simple. Oh, oh yeah, I don't even have that one in this formula sheet, but I'm sure that exists. Common denominator. Wow, that's kind of disgusting. Uh, should I just go from our last step and see if I can figure it out, or should I try and like actually verify the math here? Maybe we should actually let's take the last step, put it into Wolfram, and see if it's still equal to. Well, they don't even give you that it's equal to -3. Let's still take their last step though and see what Wolfram Alpha thinks of it. I could do the first and last steps equal to each other. I'm just gonna do this though. Wait, the reason I missed. Oh, I was looking at the. Oh man, I was looking at the wrong line. I'm still fine though. Plus tan squared minus 3. That's not negative 3. Because Wolfram Alpha doesn't know how parentheses work? Or do I not know how parentheses work? Oh, I don't know how parentheses work. There we go. That's still not negative 3. Yeah, critical. Once I'm done with this question, I'll look at yours. Hey, Brian. Okay, so let's plug the first line in here. It's a lot. I don't want to stream for that long today, so we'll do what we can. Ooh, that's mean. I mean, I'm just kind of going visually off the graph. They look the exact same, so. Okay, so they seem to have done valid math up until this point without verifying every last algebra step. But now what? Oh, there is an identity like that, right? Yeah, I just start the problem from scratch. I'd love to figure out a way to make this person's method work. Is the top here factorable? We would want a 1 minus 3x squared, which we don't have. I don't think we're gonna want to do long division on that. Oh wait, but you could also factor as a difference of 2 squares. And we do have a root 3 minus 3x over root 3. Ooh. Correct, Jed. So this thing is not equal to negative 3, which just seems weird to ask the question like that. If I get Wolfram alpha 1 minus 3x squared. Does it find the cancellation for me? Is it just not finding it? Is that what I'm seeing? Or is there not one? Well, they're I guess this is it. I don't know, Libby. I don't have the answer key. So even if you do whatever cancellation is involved here, I don't think you... I don't think you can do anything with us that I can find. So we're gonna Google the problem. This person gets the exact same thing. Oh. You know what? Actually, wait. So if it's not true... Okay, you know what? I was just trying to figure this out. Like, how the hell is this true? Like, I definitely don't see that. It becomes what? 9 tangent squared x minus 3. Well, that seems like there might be a cancellation there, right? Oh yeah, that would work out. If you make that 8 tangent squared, add the other tangent squared, you do get 9 tangent squared minus 3, and that's a cancellation if you factor a negative 3 out from the top. Okay, so, you know, let's just link this thread and say... What the hell? Why is this so weird? I don't know. It's either a typo or they intentionally took a known identity and switched one thing to like make it not true. Yeah, I think it's fine. Oh, for the permutations one? There are always four. Oh, well, it's always four letters between P and S. I really don't know. I only know like the bare basics for counting. Oh, why did I just do the thing that I did? Okay. Well, okay. I don't know about that phrasing there, Lovey. Critical. I'm looking at your thing. Oh, this isn't gonna work. Right, it's not even being shown right. Um, Lovey, no. Or it's like that's the thing I would do when there's nothing else to do. Like I'm sorry, I just, I'm gonna work on things that I can actually help with. I know how easy this is to read on stream, but actually, wait, sorry, let me just see. Okay. Hey, Stelly. What a weird question. The delay in seconds accumulate in 5 consecutive stations and store these integer variables d1, d2, d5. Output the average delay. So critical. Let me get this into main. So I assume they want you to write the bit about letting the user input the delay in seconds, and I don't see where that happens. Or you have this C in for average delay, but I think up here, like, you need to actually get values for D1, D2, D3, and D5. So I think you need to do like C in D1. Well, I forget exactly how this works. I guess you need to do C out input delays. And then I think you need to do a couple of C in like D1 and then another. I think there should be a better way to do it than this, but it seems like you need to actually, you're never actually writing the lines to let the user type the inputs in. Unless I'm misunderstanding the problem. That would work, Jed? Okay. Or I wasn't sure if that exact thing would work, or if like we needed to do the like the commas and the spaces that they have up there. But like right now, like those D1, D2, D3, D4, like all of those are going to default to 0 unless you actually assign them a value. This line I would get rid of entirely because you're never asking the users to input the average delay. That's what you're doing. Oh, did it accept that? Because like it just worked. Okay. Oops. Write a code snippet that asks users to input a number and then output the square and the cube of this number. Yeah, we're not asking the user to input squared. We're making squared. We only need one C in to get the user. Like, we only ever use the C in thing if we need the user to type something. And we only ever need them to type something once when we want them to enter this number. All of the square and the cube, we calculate ourselves and we output that. Yeah, it could be what Jed said, where the output isn't matching exactly, and you actually want a slash n there instead of a period space. It could also be that this should be an int. Because if you do a double or a float, it's going to do 5.0 in 25.0, and that might be messing it up. Oh, I guess, yeah, the output doesn't have a period anywhere, so you can get rid of that piece of it too. Yeah, or endl, I guess. I think I remember using endl. I think they accomplish the same thing. When I use int, it won't compile. Really? Why? You can do a jet set and try long. Um, oh, is it just is it that enter number bit not having a new line that's the issue? Value is not correct. Check the expression to use the correct operator associativity. Like, could you just need end L in there? Uh, because I'm just seeing in the output here that it's all on one line, Jed. Like the enter a number is on the same line as 5 is equal to 25. I'm really spitballing here, but it's not working. Okay, and let me like it. It's a really long problem that I don't think I can do. I'll look at it after, like, I'm not going through these like coding ones, but like I doubt I can say much anything about it. Oh, really, Jed? That might do it, or that might be. Ugh. I don't know how that works. I mean, I was just seeing that it didn't seem to be like that. Yeah, actually, those two things were still on one line as well. So what does endl do? Inserts a new line character and flushes the stream. It is just equivalent to /n. Why isn't it going onto a different line in the actual output, though? Like, it's just on one line still. Is it compressing it to one line just in that little window? Maybe just ignoring our white space, yeah. I really don't see the issue here. Where are you getting 25? In the snippet you sent, it's just 25 there. Like, that looks fine. Well, there's... I mean, the period is still there, but that's the period that you're... That's not a decimal, it's a period. Yeah, like... I would try just getting rid of the periods to see if that's somehow messing with it. So after squared, have an end L. And then after cube, just get rid of the period. It's working? Okay. I was just trying to make that match the sample output. Instead of doing period and then another sentence, just do a new line. Math, majored in math. Dough hydration is the water-flour ratio of the dough in grams. Neapolitan style pizza hydration of around 65%, given the invariables. Flour weight and water weight, just contain the corresponding integer numbers. We calculate the value of the corresponding hydration. Certain the flow flour hydration percentage, which has already been declared. Be mindful. Yeah, exactly. It's in the name. This is kind of a stupid way to learn how to code too, I think. I really hate this style of question where they just give you a tiny little bit of the program without showing you the rest of the lines around it. So yeah, you need to you can't just say the flower hydration is 65. They're asking you to calculate it. So like just saying it's 65 isn't the point. They want you to set it to yeah, I don't know which one goes on top, but they say water slash flour here, so I assume we want... Just use the text tool. Water weight divided by flour weight. Do they say float? Okay, yeah, float. No, don't put 65 anywhere there. That 65 is just... They just said that as like a side fact. It's not actually relevant to the problem. Oh, wait. Well, the thing about said about like 65 should be nowhere in the answer. It's this sentence is completely irrelevant to what you actually have to do for the problem. You're just putting that there for fun. What we do need to realize is that the variables they give us are integers. And if you divide integers, so the thing that I wrote here is wrong as well. So actually I don't remember you ever using static cast before, but it looks right. I would just take this line here. Wait, flower hydration has already been declared. I think your second line is everything that you need. At the times 100, they may or may not want. But I think this might just be the answer if you would get rid of the first line entirely. You could do that too, Jedi. They might want you to do it this exact way. It didn't work. Dehydration. Do they ask for a percent? Yeah, get rid of the times 100 then maybe. Because I don't see them asking for the actual percent. They want like the fraction, I think. Multiply the flour weight. Hey, Muhammad Ali. Now it works? Okay. Yeah, I don't know why they spelled it like flour like the thing. Levy, there's this question and then one more from Critical. And like I said, I'll look at it, but I don't think I can do anything. Like I've said a million fucking times. Muhammad Ali, you can put it in my Discord or you can put it in chat there, whatever's easier for you. Oh, you did post. There was actually, yeah, two more after this one. So wait, do you just want to go straight to the job one now? Is what you're saying, or do you want to do the ones on screen first? Java first. Okay. Oops. Learn to handle exceptions. Write a statement that throws a new exception of type exception with the message critical failure. It's literally just the keyword throw. I need to Java throw. It should be just like throw new exception in parentheses in the string. Yeah. So your entire line can be throw new exception critical failure semicolon. You don't do a try here because they're saying to throw the exception. They're not saying to handle it yet. I think this one line is the entire answer. Eventually, they're going to make you do, like, try something and then catch something. I think it looks kind of like that, but for the assignment that they put right there, it's just throwing the exception, not doing anything else with it. Won't compile. Did you put a period at the end of the sentence? Get rid of that period. Just you need to match what they're saying exactly. Don't add stuff in. They didn't have a period inside the quotes there, so don't add things in that weren't there. Uh, Was there a different Java one? I thought that was the. Was there more? Uh, and Jetta, at least here, I'd likely sing the attempt for nearly all of these. That makes me feel better about it, at least. Oh, geez. Okay, there's a lot of things here. Let me just look at Levy's problem, because I thought we were in the home stretch. Oh, shoot. I didn't see that Muhammad Ali posted the question. Um, Muhammad Ali or Huz, if you're still here, can you say something if you are? Sorry, I should have warned you that when you post something in my Discord, you should warn me, because I might not see it immediately. If I don't see something from you, I'll still get back to you in text, but I'm just trying to figure out how to prioritize stuff. Critical, I'm taking a little break from your questions here. And look at the other stuff. You are here, Mohammed. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I've been making some wait for me to at least look at this problem for a while, but you'll be up next after this. It'd be nice to see something a little more from you on these questions first. Critical. I'm not gonna write the entire code for you here. I've just given you the answer to about 1 million questions. Critical. So much of that I'm gonna do. Let's believe that at 6 years old, his son is ready to learn some basic algorithms. Start, you chose one of the most beautiful techniques, recursion, to illustrate it. The well-known recursion king tower of Hanoi. Okay, see you, critical. Two to the n minus one for the minimum number of moves for the regular towers of Hanoi. Jonathan has solved the game step by step. He has already done the first K optimal moves. Took a while to finish. He took a short break to grab some snacks. Unfortunately, when he came back, he found that his naughty little son has done a big move. So it's the same puzzle, but we have a different starting state that would be invalid. Wait, are we move only one top disk at a time? You cannot place on top of another disk that is smaller than it. Okay, so move 3 to P1, move 4 to P1, right? Move 2 to P2, move 3 and 4 to P2. Yeah, I mean, this step 2, you have to, like, you're kind of abbreviating it, which is fine, but, like, you'd have to, like, move 4 to P3, move 3 to P2, then move 4 to P2. But I assume you understand that, and you're just abbreviating it. Maybe that's that A2 equals 3 thing for the number of moves. So after this, what do we have? We have 2, 3, and 4 all on P2. Move 2, 3, and 4 to P1. And that is going to take a couple of steps inside of that. So maybe that's the A3 equals 7. So then after this step, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 all on P1. Then we just get 5 on P1. And then, oh, you still have to get them onto P3 though. Okay. And then once you have all 5 of them on P1, it becomes the normal towers of Hanoi problem that has a known solution. Critical. There's another question I'm gonna need to do after this, and then I need to see something more from you. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus A2. Yeah, right. But Levy, I'm saying like if I follow your algorithm correctly, you've basically made the initial starting state for normal towers of Hanoi on P1. That's what happens at this like second to last step here, and then it becomes the known towers of Hanoi problem that we already know the solution to, right? So I think I'm following, and this seems okay. I didn't verify the actual A3 equals 7-bit. Yeah, it's an evolution of towers of Hanoi, Brian. So, like, what's the issue? I don't see what's wrong with it. Oh, you did post what the... Where is it? It's a generalized formula for N and K. Okay. Oh, they give you a lot of work with giving you the input like this. Wow. Um, 3 discs and they didn't do any moves prior to the big move. I mean, it's that solves it for you. So that's why you should get 0. No, they're saying it's a 3-disc game. Lucas makes no moves. Then his son does the big move and takes all 3 discs and put them on the final peg. So there's nothing more for you to do. Oh wait, you're saying a different one? If you have 5 discs. Oh no, that's binary. Oh, he said sample input 3. I misread that as sample input 1. No, for whatever reason, they give you the second number in binary. In the first one in base 10. So that's actually... I'm not gonna figure out what that is in binary. So, I mean, I guess the question is how many moves does it take to get back to the starting step? Because you kind of have to get back to the starting stage for the regular Towers of Hanoi game in order to solve this, it seems. Move 4 to P3. Move 1, 2, 3, 4 to P1. Wait. What? Why would you move 4 to P3? You're gonna have to move it again immediately. Hey, Ben. This first step makes no sense to me. Because you're putting 4 on P3, but you're immediately gonna have to move it to P1 again. It is a valid move, yeah. But it's definitely not optimal. Like, that's just a waste of a move. Gets the correct answer, it's optimal. It gives more freedom to P2. Really? Hmm. And is 48 less than what you had on this first page? Three, 6, 7, 14, 15, plus 31 is 46 compared to 48. Oh, you just want to have a standardized procedure. Okay. But that, yeah, doesn't help you get the minimum number of moves, which is what the question is asking for. It's an easier problem, yeah, if you just standardize it first, but that seems not helpful for the minimum number of moves at least. Can you output the one integer in binary, the minimum number of moves required to finish the game? No, not just to solve it. I do like that idea if it was just to solve it. Luke's needs to solve his own problem. Yeah. So I might switch to the other person's problem that's waiting, but yeah, because I don't really know where to start for getting the minimum number of moves in a systematic way like that. But at least, you know, we talked about the question like you were asking. But I don't know how to even start on that. Shit has come clean, your printer's now working. Oh yeah, you have to be the tech guy. Yeah, there's K moves. So how about I mean, I'm gonna keep on talking to Levy in the background about the problem, but I don't want to keep you waiting for longer than I have. You guys me about question 32. Prove by induction that the sum of n to the fifth from 1 to n. Oh wow, that's a funky one. See if we can figure it out. Problem you're coming across is P2 and P3 will have K disks. I think so. $12. So this comes out to be 1. Oh yeah, minus a third. Ah, okay. Base case is good. Equations coming to the highest power of 4 when proving isn't simplifying into the required form. Interesting. It does, Phobos. Hey. I hope Zach asks this exact question tonight, and I'm going to be all sorts of prepared. Number of some P2BM. The number of disks on P3BK minus M. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure you figure out what M is there, but it seems like something might be helpful. Isn't that core 2 further maths UK? Ooh, I don't know. Maybe Muhammad can say where it's from. I mean, it's probably gonna be a pretty difficult factoring problem, or it's probably gonna be a pretty difficult problem. So let's see how much progress we can make on it. You know, if we look at the sum of the first n kth powers, I do not. Oh, this is already looking ugly. Oh no. Wait. Oh, those are both cubes up there. Further maths? Okay. Let's see what Mega linked. Wow. That's a pretty clean formula right there. Does it help here with a proof by induction, though? Like, we can't just use this, I don't think. I assume not. I guess we're basically proving it in the case p equals 5. I guess it's basically binomial expansion, but, like, I think this is the problem that we have to do. We can't just cite this if that's what you're saying. To note, oh, it is a solved problem. Okay. Uh, I'm gonna focus more on this problem right now, Levy, but I can see if I can look at it after. So my first thought is to split off the k plus 1th term from the series, or the summation. And then we can use the induction hypothesis on this thing. But this is gonna... This will be a whole mess of algebra to do it directly. Or to do it, like, by brute force. That's how you did it? Okay. As inductive approach use has problems, I can't really explain it in chat. If you already know the formula, you can try to prove inductively. Getting the solution without induction is much trickier. Okay. Well, is it so terrible? We have a bunch of k plus 1s that we can remove. Like, we might get something that's... Well, I guess we can only take out a squared. Well, we could take out a cubed if we felt like it, but... So it's just, yeah, just a bit of algebra work. The word bit is doing a lot of the heavy lifting there. K plus 1 cubed, like, I could live with expanding that out. But we're gonna have to factor it again. Oh, and so I see your issue there, Mohammed, which is the issue that you're having is that we're gonna end up with this thing to the power of 4. And it's gonna be difficult to factor that into the form that we need. I'm hoping... Oh. I don't know what I'm hoping. I guess let me see it for myself, and maybe I'll see if I can figure out some amazing trick, but... yeah, I'm really likely gonna have the same issue as you here. K plus 1 cubed. I'm gonna let Wolfram expand that for me. X cubed plus 3x squared. Oh, I should just know my binomial theorem there. That's for K. Because there should be some type of grouping or something, I hope. Hey, Lo. Yeah, I'm doing well. How about you? We don't necessarily want to factor it, but we do want to group it. God, that's a little nasty. It's posted in my Discord, but we have to do a proof by induction for the sum of powers to the 5. And it looks like there's a brute force way to potentially go down here, but I'm sure there's a better way that I don't know. Messy success? Hopefully success. So we want to take this thing here and ideally transform it into this thing here with the k plus 1 squared factored out. So theoretically, what? I'm looking in how we can split up this term in the middle. Maybe into... Wait, I didn't do this right. No, I did. No, I didn't. I did not. Yes, no? What's 3 minus 1/12? 1 second. It's 35 over 12. Ugh. Yeah, I'm doing it's a question I got, or it's a question that someone's asking me over in the YouTube chat, so I want to help them out with it. This definitely is a question that I would do for fun, though. So could we split that term in the middle up into 24 over... do I want that? Maybe I want 24 over 12 on the right, and then the remainder on the left. I'm really spitballing here. What I'm trying to do, I think, 24 over 12 is just 2. And if we just have the problem 2k squared plus 3k plus 1, I think, does this factor into something nice? Oh, that coefficient in front is going to mess a lot of things up. It just works. Do all the calculations yourself? Yeah, if only. We want something, so we already have the k plus, I'm just thinking only about this term, I guess this term on the right here. We want it to be minus, we want it to be over 12. We already have a k plus 1 squared. So we really just want k plus 2 squared. We will demand the Riemann hypothesis solution. Demand it from someone else. So k plus 2 squared, maybe it's better to work backwards here. What we want is we want minus k plus 2 squared over 12, I guess, if we're being really... k squared plus 4k plus 4. One 1/12 k squared minus a third k minus a third. But we have this. So what I'd want to do is pull out this from this, I guess. So we could say that 35 over 12 is equal to 36 over 12 minus 1 over 12. And that's the 1/12 taken care of. We could say that 3 is equal to 10/3 minus 1/3, and that's the minus 1/3, I guess. And that 1 is equal to 4/3 minus 1/3. I don't know if this is going to be perfect, but I'm just really trying to brute force the simpler term and hope it makes the more complicated term easier. So these first two stay the same. This one I'm splitting up as I said, so I'm going to include just 36 over 12, which is 3 k squared. And then I'm going to kind of group things, so 10/3 k. And then 4/3. And then we'll do these second terms that I wrote. So minus 1/12 k squared minus 1/3 k minus 1/3. And we already showed that this thing right here is 1/12 k plus 2 squared. And so I think we're in business for part of the solution. Because once we take this k plus 1 squared and multiply it in over here, we have this term here exactly. So all we need to do is worry about this term, and we basically need to make it match what? We already have the k plus 1 squared. So what we want is k plus 1 times k plus 2 cubed, which... well, we should worry about the over 6 as well. What we want to show is that this thing is equal to that thing. So we can start by factoring out a 1/6. That seems reasonable to me. And then we might just do some long division. Emphasis on long. K to the 4th plus 76k cubed plus... oh, no. Plus 7k cubed plus 18k squared. Where's my k term? Oh, that's supposed to have a k and it didn't. Minus 20k plus 8. Okay. Parentheses there. So, let me plug this into Wolfram Alpha and make sure this does factor how I hope it factors. K to the 4th plus 7k cubed plus 18k squared minus 20k plus 8. Oh no. It doesn't have any solutions. Or doesn't have any, like, real roots. Did I type it in wrong? K to the fourth plus 7k cubed plus 18k squared minus 20k plus 8. That's not good. What's k plus 1 times k plus 2 to the fourth? Oh, no, cubed. I flipped a sign. Oh, I sure did. I just really made that 10 over plus 10 over 3 to minus 10 over 3. Okay, so this is still right. So from here we can do two things. We can do long division, and I think it's my preferred way on this thing with k plus 1 and k plus 2. Or you could work backwards and start with this and multiply all of that out and show that it will match this. I think long division will be a little bit less work, so I'm going to go that route. You always did the second way of multiplying it all out? No, I mean, with long division, I'm hoping that, I mean, synthetic division will be really handy here. You know, when I actually look at this, it is a... We should only have to do long division twice, and then we get a quadratic that's... I mean, we could even do it once, maybe. We don't have to do long division for every last thing. We need to get it simple enough that we can factor it. Hey, chest horde and bullet. Factor out faster. I mean, you might actually be right the more that I look at this. No kappa even necessary. K plus 8, perfect. Plus 8. Zero. My K looks like a 1C. It does, yeah. And so I feel like that's the hardest part of the factoring done. Like, is there a simple way to do K to show that K plus 2 cubed is equal to the thing that I got up here? Maybe I'll do long division one more time. Plus 4k. Dude, this looks like 41c squared. Hello, I can't unsee it now. 4. There we go. And that's obviously k plus 2 squared. I ruined your K. So let's write a series of books where the protagonist say the algebra, call it factor fiction. Okay, so Muhammad, I think we're basically done here. Once I write out this last step. What we did is we showed this thing here as a single factor of k plus 1, and then 1 plus 2 factors of k plus 2. Minus k plus 2 squared over 12. So once we multiply in the k plus 1 squared to each term, we get the thing we wanted to prove. I'll send this entire image to you so you can have it. I hope that makes sense. Really, the most important step here was this process here where we split the terms up. I mean, so you don't really have to brute force it. Like, I feel like I did a little bit of time-saving stuff here, because the true brute force way is to expand all of these and then factor it by hand, and group it by hand, which would be terrible. There probably is a quicker way than what I did, but I was able to save a lot of work by factoring out the k plus 1 squared. The only thing I did was k plus 1 cubed, which is a pain, but not that much of a pain. And then you just kind of brute force, or brute force is the wrong word, but you just kind of make these lower power terms be whatever they have to be to match the lower power term from the original thing. And then you kind of cross your fingers and hope for the best that the higher power terms also match. Which, if the problem is correct, then they will. How to solve this one? Find two natural numbers knowing that their sum is 1006. If large number is divided by a smaller number, their quotient is 2, and the remainder is 124. So yeah, Mohammed, let me know if you have any questions about that. If not, I think I can figure out chessboard's problem. I just have an idea of how suppose induction you get on homework versus induction you get on test. True. Yeah, if you get asked this on a test, then God help you. Thank you so much. Yeah, no worries. So I have an idea that I hope is going to work here, and if it doesn't, I'm not going to have an idea, but let's call these two numbers x and y. Why not? So we know that x plus y is 1006. And if the larger number, let's just let x be greater than y. So we can figure out the division part of this. So x is equal to 2y plus 124 is what we get from the second sentence there. And this is just two equations and two unknowns. So we can solve this like any system of equations that, or like, any system of equations that we might be used to. We have to make sure that we get natural numbers, but I hope that they're going to be natural numbers here. If we get fractions, then something's gone wrong. So if we know that x equals 2y plus 124, let's take this x and plug it in up there. So we have 2y plus 124 plus y equals 1006. So 3y plus 124 is 1006. If we subtract the 124 over, we get 882. Yeah. And we divide each side by 3, we get 294. Yeah. So if y is 294, then x plus 294 must equal 1006. So we subtract 294 from each side. Oh god. We get 712? Yeah, okay. Mental math. So I think the two numbers they asked for are 294 and 712. I'm going to have any questions about that, and I'm going to plug it into Wolfram just to make sure. Because I did a lot of mental math there. 712. 1006, 712 over 294. Two remainder 124. Perfect. The teacher is going to ground you? Like give you detention? Okay. Can he give you the hard task? Oh. Yeah, but that sucks, but hopefully hopefully it's like a helps. I'm gonna see if this I kind of want to Google induction sum of powers of 5. Nope. Oh, that's a different form. Oh, wow. Wait. The only thing now to do is prove this. Okay, there's still a non-trivial amount of work here. So this might not be that much more slick than what I did. You do... No, you still get a Cortic. It's a little bit... I think it's a little bit simpler than mine. Undetermined coefficients? Really? How would you use those here? Yeah, my eyes are kind of glazing over. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing a better way than just doing a bunch of factoring. Okay. The Daisy math is more fun. Yeah, true, Tyler. Uh, I'm just reading that. So I saw that Critical posted their Java question, but I didn't see the attempt. So I don't quite know what to do with that. Hmm. You know what? I kind of want to do a little E&M problem from chapter 4 because there's one like circuit reduction one that I wanted to for practice with circuits. Unless of course like someone pops in with a question, but not particularly comfortable with reducing circuits. So let's see if we can do this one. Potential difference between points A and B in the circuit shown below. And so, oh, which end of the capacitor is considered positive again? This is a stupid question. The big one. So we can just make this loop 1. It doesn't really matter, I guess, but that one loop 2. That one loop 3. How do we even like get to this though? We specifically want from point A to B. Maybe it's better to define them all to go in the same way. So I think from the first loop, we get 2e equals 2r? Or 2ir? I1r. No. We have to consider... There's still current 2 that's going across that shared path, isn't there? Yeah. So we're doing it this loop way. Sub 2e. We have 1 I1R. And then I1 is going that way, I2 is going the other way. So I think we have I1 minus I2R. I think that's more proper. But I still don't know exactly how we want to get to A and B specifically. Some of these equations figured out after, I guess. So in loop 2, we have the same resistor. Do we want to... Or we are going to flip the order, though, but... So wait, it's going around like that. So we're going to do I2 minus I1R. Plus I2. So I2 and I3 oppose each other. And then we have an I2R. Oh, I see someone put something in the Discord. Just a warning, if you do put anything in Discord, like, it also put a little message in chat to tell me, because I don't always see the things in Discord quickly. In two circles, O and O prime, R prime intersecting at A and B. Oh, one of the circles is OR for center O, radius R. The other one is center O prime, radius R prime. That intersect presumably twice, and A and B are different points. Let M be the point symmetric to A through O. What? I think O is the center and R is the radius. Perfect circle there. Couldn't have drawn it better. M be the point symmetric to A through O. So I assume M is over here. Like, I'm just imagining going from A, traveling through the center, and then landing wherever on the other side of the circle that you land. So they make a diameter. Let N be the point symmetric to A through O prime. So similar thing over here. I think. Prove that M belongs to O, N belongs to O prime, and the 3 points M, B, N are collinear. Oh my god. Now, I already feel like I don't understand what it means to be symmetric to A through O, because I would assume that M belonging to O, that the X is approved, should be implied, but apparently it's not. This hurts my brain. It hurts my brain too. It could help to reflect one circle across the tangent. What's up, Yvonne? Hmm. The professor's recording lectures. Oh, nice, Joseph. So I'm still not sure why M and N belonging to their respective circles isn't a given based off what I'm seeing for what it means to be symmetric to A through O or O prime. I don't know how you prove that if it's not a part of the definition. But if I skip that part, how would I show that M, B, and N are collinear? In general, how do you prove that 3 points are collinear? I don't even know that, I don't think. Unless we want to attach some coordinates. But I don't think that's what we want to do. Oh, I just realized what I want to do with the circuit. I want I3, but anyway, that's not the important part. Or I2, I guess. I don't think I know how to do this problem. I'm sorry to the person who posted it. There might be someone in the Discord who does. So you may get a response eventually, but I don't even know where to start with this one, to be honest. I'll type back in Discord too, in case they're not listening. Yeah, I think I'm going to move on from this one because I just don't even know what to do with it. And for now, I'm just going to go back to my circuit problem until I see Yvonne's question, I guess. Okay. And so I want, I guess, I3 or I2, and then I can just use V equals IR for the difference between, for the potential difference between A and B. Can I make Wolfram Alpha do this for me? How do I set up this matrix? I think I see. I'd want another column. Is this going to give me another column? That's another row. So the last column will be the fancy E's. The first column is I1. So we have a 2, a 0, No, 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 no. A -1 and a 0. The second column is the I2s. So we have a -1, a 3, a 2. The third column was the I3. So we have a 0, a -1, and a 2. So how do I interpret this? That means I1R is equal to 19 over 14E? Hey, Black Ops 7, is there a good AI for math? Not that I'm aware of. I know that ChatGPT in particular will just make shit up. I've heard that Google has one or is working on one. I don't know much about it. I personally would not recommend relying on AI for math. Math GPT? Is that real, Joseph? How many pi digits do I know? 3.1415926. 535. Right. Obi knows that a lot of those are irrational. Digits. Yep. Oh wow. About 3.14 digits. You know the last digit of pi. Do tell. The digit of pi is Q. Prove me wrong. It's clearly P. The last 50 pages were dedicated to the printing the first million digits of pi? Oh my god, and someone stole that? That must have been a phone book. Like, it's crazy. 200-page biography of pi. Oh wow, okay. So the potential difference between A and B here, we have current 3 and current 2 theoretically opposing each other. Well, so would VAB equals IABR, and IAB is I2 minus I3. It might be flipped, but we can just randomly say I2 minus I3. I don't know if we're supposed to get just a number here, or if it's supposed to be a symbolic representation like this. And the errors cancel, which kind of... I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So what do we get here? We get 10 plus 3 is 13 over 14. E? That doesn't seem unreasonable. Let's check the answer. So it's 12. Oh no! These batteries have opposite signs? Okay, I'm not looking at the rest of the answer yet. I didn't even realize that. So I'm asking which end is the positive one. I didn't realize that the positive ends are pointing into each other. Ugh. I have biographies of B and 0 still on the shelf, one of which some X's and lost it for a while. Huh. That's... that's funny to call it a biography, I guess. I'm gonna look at how they set up the rest of their equations. Make sure I didn't miss anything. To make sure I wasn't that much more stupid. I2 minus I1, I2 minus I3. That's okay. Ooh. I flipped a sign somehow? Wait. What was my ACT score? I didn't take the ACT, I took the SAT. And how did it work when I took it? I think it was out of 2,400. For when I took it, there was like 3 sections. So I think there used to be 2 sections. They made it 3 when I took it, and then they reduced it back to 2 sections or something like that. And I think they're each worth 800 points. And I remember I didn't care about the SAT at all, and I barely studied for it. And I want to say I took it twice. And remember, I flipped to the middle 2 digits. I think I got a 1480 and then an 1840. It was either that or 1680 and 1860. But my best score is like 18 something. Out of 2,400. Which I think is... I don't think that's very exceptional. There were 2 when I did the SAT. I got 1510. That's a really good score. That's almost perfect, isn't it? Yeah, I thought it's 1600 then. Nice. Math 710 verbal. Wow. You're a genius? No. Scrimp, look up heaven in. Yeah, the book is a section that I might need to look back at now. But I can see my error on realizing that in this first loop, these 2 batteries subtract, they don't add. But apparently in this second loop, or sorry, the third loop, I'm trying to figure out, the book seems to have a minus sign here, and I can't figure out why. So I'm trying to figure out if it actually does have a minus sign or not. Yours was not applicable for either. Oh, you didn't take either. I E equals I2R minus 2I3R. E equals... I do seem to have a sign flipped with what the book has in my third loop, and I really don't know why. Didn't take either. I walked into the gym where the test was being set up. Next girlfriend was going on, then walked back out and left when she told me. Someone still graduated. Yeah, as long as it worked out okay. So this is the book's section on Thevenin's theorem. With this, I'm just studying it for fun, to be honest. uh, I was looking for uh, I I've always enjoyed multivariable calculus, and I asked a physics streamer if there was like some area of physics that has some multivariable calculus involved, and this was kind of like the best thing he could come up with for like my level, just studying electricity and magnetism, and yeah, I found out that I really enjoy it. So uh, it's been super fun to see the math that happens with E&M in general. Like this book, this book is really heavy. It goes into like relativity, and some pretty like difficult topics, but I like it a little more because of that, to be honest. I want to see how they draw the loops, because I feel like I'm doing, or I think I know I'm doing something very basic wrong. I'm simply, I'm blocking off the answer. I just want to see how they're drawing there. Do I draw my loops all in the same direction? I draw the exact opposite direction. And I definitely have the sign flipped compared to them. And that's so weird. My signs in the first two equation completely agree. The last equation, like, these two signs should be flipped here. And like, the direction that I drew should be fine too and get to the same answer. Am I thinking about this wrong? Because if I drew my loops in the opposite direction, then it should be the first two equations that are wrong, not the second two equations. Or not the last equation. Hmm. Look back at the example. Let me look at this other example before you even get into the Thevenins. Just with setting up these loops. So E1 minus R1 I1 minus R3 I1 minus I2 because they're opposing. And then E2 minus R3 I2 minus I1 minus R2 I2. Isn't that the same thing that I did, but in my situation? E equals I3R plus I3 minus I2R. Okay, you know what? Let me try without flipping my sign. Let me see if I can somehow get to the same answer as they get. So instead of a 2 here, I should have a 0 there. And then I don't think I changed anything else. And so that'll give me 3. I'll change all these. Three sevenths and 1/14. Okay, so I2 is 3/7. That's 1/14. So I'm getting 5/14. E. Let's see if the book agrees. Five over 8. Really? How? It's the sign flip. Let me just, I guess we should test that. I would have to flip I had them all as positive. Wait. What the hell is this matrix? 2, 3... Wait, this matrix is garbage. This doesn't match my work at all. Did I enter it in wrong? 2, 3, 2 should be the first column. Why do I have 2, -1? What? I must have edited the wrong thing or something. 2, 3, 2. Oh, no, I don't know what I did. This matrix is garbage. I feel that way about all the... Yeah. True. Oh wait, oh no, I see. Oh my god, I think I see what I don't know what I'm doing. -1. I think I did do it right. I just organized my work poorly. 2 -1 0. Then -1 3 -1. -1 3. Now why is that a 2? Then I3 should be 0 3 2. Why is that a -1 there? I shouldn't have 2 3s. I3 0 -1 2. What? Why do I keep doing this wrong? I'm not editing the right entries. Two -1 0. 2 -1 0. I2 should be -1 3 -1. -1 3 -1. I3 should be 0 -1 2. 0 -1 2. And that needs to be a 0. How does it? Oh yeah. Okay. And now if we do 3/4 -7/8, please tell me that's 5/8. That is the least common multiple is 24. So we do, there's no way this is 5/8, right? Let's let Wilhelm Alpha do it for me. 1/8. Ugh. And so if I did flip those two signs. Oh no, I flipped the wrong sign. Where is that -1? Oh, it's right there. Ugh. That's, I would get the right answer. How? It's that one minus sign. Oh shoot, I wasn't even, oh my god, I had the paint up. It's really this one line that I have wrong and I have no idea why. Or I guess like this line. Why are they like, that's, so if we define the loop to go this way around, then sure, that's the opposite. That should be a -e. Wait. Oh. So maybe I did define my third line correctly. But if I wanted to make my thing work, I should have, I didn't do the second line right. I should have flipped those signs. And that would have got me the right answer. Okay. What I didn't realize is that if I define my two current like this, I am opposing the battery, and I should have put a minus sign, and that fixes it. Okay. Hey, Goban. Oh God. Uh, Guys, I want to wrap the stream up soon, but I see Accessory Crave just posted a question in chat, and I see that someone put an answer to that super weird geometry problem. Hey, Suna. O is the median. General ABM has BO is the median, and BO equals 1/2 AM, because AM is a diameter and BO is a radius. I don't, oh my God. That means it's a right triangle somehow? It just says they don't understand what the answer. They don't understand this answer. I don't know what part. The line MN, the part B is to prove that MN is tangent to the circle with diameter AB. Oh my god. MN1AB. MN is perpendicular to AB. Oh, okay. Yeah, because... Okay, I think I kind of know what's going on with the answer. Little ABN. And 90 plus 90 equals 180. So MB, so points MB are collinear. Part B, they're saying that line MBN is perpendicular to line AB from part A, and that line AB is a diameter the circle, so MBN must be tangent. Okay. I see Accessory Crate took the message back, so I'm going to assume they don't need help with it anymore. Yeah, Govan. I may be my last one of the day here, but if you can post it soon, I'll give it a try. If you put it in the Discord, let me know once you posted it. Oh, okay. So Govan, you have x to the power of 0.75 times y to the 0.25 equals 17. Okay. There's a couple of different ways that we could tackle this. Do you know implicit differentiation? Yes? All right. So I think I want to use that here. The one approach is to isolate y in this equation and take the derivative as normal. The other approach that I think I'm leaning towards is to take the original equation and just use implicit differentiation. It'll get you to the same result either way. Getting it in the first quadrant feels like it'll be easier if we use implicit differentiation for a reason that I hope will become clear once we get to that step. Okay, so on the right here, we have the derivative of 17, which is 0. On the left, we have a product rule. So let's start with taking the derivative of x to the 0.75. That's a power rule. So 0.75x to the power of minus 0.25. And the y stays the same. Ooh, maybe this isn't easier. You know what? I take that back. Let's not do implicit differentiation because I'm realizing that. Well, no. Uh, tangent line with slope of -1 in the first quadrant. Okay, let's keep trying with the implicit differentiation, but it might be easier to do it the other way. The more that I look at this. For the second step of the product rule, we're going to leave the x alone, and we're going to take the derivative of this y to the 0.25. Need a little more room. So another power rule, 0.25 y to the minus 0.75, and we took the derivative of y, so let's multiply in a dy by dx. Now we want to isolate dy by dx, so let's do that. We'll subtract this first term over. And now we'll divide out this term here. So dy dx is equal to minus 0.75 x to the minus 0.25 y to the 0.25 over 0.25 x to the 0.75 y to the minus 0.75. And then we should be able to do some math to clean this up. 0.75 divided by 0.35, that should be 3. We'll put minus 3. Then the exponents subtract for the x's. So that should be x to the -1, because minus 0.25 minus 0.75. And then y is going to be positive 1. So I believe what we get here is negative 3y over x. Interesting. And okay. So at this point, we know what the derivative of this thing is with respect to, or in terms of y and x. So in theory, you could set it equal to -1 here, the slope of the tangent, and do something, but I think we need to get it in one variable. So you have y and an x, we don't know what to do with this thing. So implicit differentiation, like we're gonna have to, the implicit differentiation may not have been my best idea here, is what I'm trying to say. Because we still need to, I was hoping to avoid having to do this, but we still need to isolate this y in this equation. Because I want to plug something in for this y right here to get rid of it. So if we divide the x over minus 0.75, and then we can do each side to the power of 4 to get y equals 17 to the power of 4, whatever that is. I'm not going to actually calculate it. And then 0.75, same thing as 3/4. So it should be the same as x cubed. There's no minus sign there. I think I might have accidentally written that. So if y is 17 to the 4 over x cubed, we could plug it in down here. And okay, yeah, it would have been way easier. I'm so sorry for this, Govan. It would have been way easier to do this part first and then take the derivative of this. I thought this would be something more complicated, but it's not. So we get the same result. I did it the hard way, though. Minus 3 times 17 to the 4 over x to the 4th. That does match what you would get if you took the derivative of this. I did it the long way because I thought it would be the short way, but it turns out not to have been. Either way, we know the derivative now. Dy by dx. Let's just, I'm going to plug 3 times 17 to the 4 into a calculator. 250,000. Oh my god, why doesn't Wolfram give me the actual number? It just gives me the text in Word, or like 250,563 over x to the 4th, and we want the tangent line with slope of -1. So let's set this equal to -1. You know what? Actually, I think this problem is easier if you don't. I think it's easier if you leave it like this. So we're gonna have to take the 4th root of everything anyway here. So let's multiply the x to the 4th to the other side. We can multiply each side by -1. And now we take the 4th root of each side. And this is where the in the first quadrant comes into play. Because when you take the 4th root, we would need a plus or minus. But because they're only asking for the first quadrant, we can take just the plus. So we get the 4th root of 3 times 17. Because the 4th root of 17 to the 4th is just 17. Find the tangent. So this is the x where our slope becomes -1. So if we go back to our definition of a line, y equals mx plus b, we already know m, that's -1, that was given to us. And we've just found our x to be the 4th root of 3 times 17. Right, we're going to force them to intersect. We're going to make b whatever it has to be to make them intersect. So let's figure out where on the original curve, like what y do we get for this x value? And then we'll plug it into the line, and that way we know the line will also contain that point. So if x equals that, I was going to be messy. You know what? Y equals 17 to the 4 over x cubed. It's a 4, I promise. Let's plug in the x value that we got. Three to the power of 3 over 4, because it's x cubed, times 17 cubed. So 17 to the 4th divided by 17 cubed is just 17. And we'll say times 3 to the -3/4, because why not? That's not the cleanest number that I've seen, but it's the number that we get. It doesn't seem unreasonable to get a number like this. So now we have the point 3 to the 1/4 times 17, comma, 17 times 3 to the -3/4. And we have a slope of -1, so now we can get the equation of this line. Ah, yes, totally makes sense. Yeah. So I should back up. Y equals mx plus b is what I'm plugging into. So this is our y here, so let's plug that in. M is -1. X is that. This is going to be an even messier number. Oh my gosh. Point slope form? Oh, absolutely, yeah. Let's use that. Solve for... So yeah, we can also do this if you prefer that. Honestly, I prefer this way. But I was taught it the other way. And so that's how I tend to teach it to others, because that's just I'm trying to teach in the way that people are used to, but I personally like this way a bit more. Hey, computer guy. So we get plus 3 to the power of 1/4 times 17, then plus 17 times 3 to the -3/4. What a terrible equation for a line, but I think that's our answer. We can go to Desmos and verify this. I think I want to do that. For an econ class? Oh my god. Is it like calculus for econ majors? Because I can at least kind of see that, but like, if it's a solely like economics class, then I really don't know why you... I mean, maybe like functions like this come up in economics, but I certainly don't know where they would. X to the 0.75, y to the 0.25. And then I'm saying, where is this? Oh yeah, okay. The equation for the line is y equals minus x plus 3 to the 1/4 times 17 plus 17 times 3 to the minus 3/4. Oh, does it work? It should intersect just once here, is what I am trying to check. Oh, come on. It looks like it does, but I can't quite tell. Like, those usually has a little gray dot for intersection points. And I'm worried that they're just slightly off. Zoom and enhance. Oh my god. If I'm off by like 0.0000001 or something, that could, like, I'm gonna rage. It might just be, it could also be like you need a lot of precision to actually find it. Exactly, just like the TV shows. How, okay, you ran for 17? I mean, if you're allowed to round, this seems like it's pretty correct. I'm trying to think of a different way that we can verify this. We could do, if y equals this, then could we take this and plug it in for y in the original thing and get something that makes, we should get the x coordinate where they intersect. We do get a value for x here, 22.373. Is that the x value that I got? Is that the fourth root of 3 times 17? 3 to the 1/4 times 17. 22.373? 22.373. Okay. I think I did it right then. Okay, so I'm sorry that I chose the bad way of doing this, Govan. This implicit differentiation thing, I would not recommend it after actually trying it for myself. Since and constants between 15 and 30. Oh, you just have to get it in a range? Then yeah, we're for sure good. But yeah, the way I'd recommend that you solve this problem is do what I did up here to isolate y. Take the derivative of this thing on the right. And you'll end up with like with this, and then you set that equal to -1, and that's a way easier way. It is okay. The function itself is an f of xy. We are only interested in one height. Oh, I see. Oh, that's kind of cool. So it's started from a multivariable function. I bet this represents something fairly interesting. But then you took a level curve equal to 17. So there is multivariable calculus and a prereq. Oh, okay. Hey, Humamation over on YouTube. Height is the utility or the happiness two products give you. Ooh. How does this thing look? Did I copy that right? 0.75, 0.25. Unlimited happiness. Just keeps going. a funky curve. Animation. Oh shoot. I just did the last one to be my last problem. Let's take a look at it. If it's gonna be something very long, maybe I'd have to get back to you. You can put it in chat or you can put it in my Discord. And if you do put it in my Discord, I can definitely get back to you in text. But I really do want to wrap up the stream soon. So if it's like a quick one, I can try and do it quick. But if it's gonna be something involved, I might need to get back to you another time. Yeah, I was expecting that to have like some kind of I guess extreme point. I'm wondering about how you do about like if you were to do it multivariable, how you would do it. You have to figure out what your grading would look like, I guess. I don't exactly know though. It's gonna. Where am I in the reading for chapter 6? Cobb-Douglas utility. Oh, yeah. People for having a diversity of products. It is kind of cool how calculus can get interpreted in economics. I feel like I wouldn't enjoy studying economics, but I think there are a couple like cool things. But I think economics is a little bit too much memorization for me. For at least from the classes that I took, I wasn't a fan of them. Oh, come on, Wikipedia. It's 365.24 days. Smart switching the standard supply and demand curve. Huh. And Helmation, I'm hanging on for another like minute or two here, but if I don't see the question soon, I am gonna wrap it up. Unless you like let me know that you're still like working on posting it. Forget it's the inverse. Critical, I'm desperately trying to wrap it up because I'm only still live right now because someone literally just ask if they can ask another question. And I'm waiting to see what it is. Where was the attempt for that one that you posted? Because this one, it's writing an entire program. Like, this is gonna... This isn't like a 1 or 2 line thing. Do you know how to read a file into Java? It's like, that's where you'd want to start. Like, just Google how to read a file in Java. And like, you could take something really similar to this block in here, and like, each time you go through this while loop, you can automatically add one to your counter for lines. And then characters, you can calculate the length of the string. Do they count white space as a character? I think they do. You think you can get close? Then get close and post that. I'm definitely not doing this from scratch. The thing I'll throw in is that there should be Java string split. Oh, that's too complicated of an example. The easy way to count the words... Ugh. Okay, these examples are too complicated for what I want to show. What? Oh no. I almost nuked my scene in OBS. That was almost terrible. Like I tried to hit Control A to select all in Paint and delete, but I was clicked into my OBS, so I selected all my scenes. And I tried to delete. Thankfully, it asked me if I was sure. What's the code that you wrote, though, critical? Rather than just the error. Should really get an IDE for this, but do I have Notepad++ installed still? I don't. Who even am I? No syntax highlighting for me. Oh, we're getting it from args? Ugh. I forget how you use args. Oh, it's gonna be the name of the file. Okay. String counting equals arg0. Car count, word count, line count. Oh, okay. Thank you for posting that version. So the error you were getting... looks like it's formatted okay. The expected pattern. Oh, okay, but it's not counting things right. It's getting the number of lines right, but it's getting the characters in the words wrong. Okay. While line is equal to reader dot reader line is not equal. Oh, wow. I haven't seen a declaration like this before, but it probably works, or it seems to work, so I won't question it. Line count plus plus, perfect. Character count is equal to line dot length, or plus equal line dot length. So you're getting 158 characters. It's saying 163 is the answer. The number of words, what is / s plus? So that was my first thought, Phobos. But Critical also posted the output, or like a Critical's using some like website that checks the code rather than like an IDE, I think. And so that website is saying, my interpreting is, we're expecting 163 characters and Critical's only counting 158. So if we were improperly counting the new lines, we should have gone over, not under. Unless there's two issues happening, but we counted too many words and not enough characters. What does that do? Oh, is that like, does that mean space? Java / s plus. Oh, it's any, oh yeah, it's / s, it must mean space. And then the plus is a regex thing. Plus means, in regex, plus means 0 or 1? Or 1 or 2? We might want star. Regex plus. Just tell me. Regex cheat sheet. Thank you. Plus means 1 or more. Oh, okay, no, plus is fine. Yeah, what's the issue? I don't get it either. This is what I would do too, I think. Well, I mean, honestly, this is even better than what I would do. The S plus thing. Java. Is there like a okay, so they might be pulling a slight trick on you, and they might give you a bunch of blank spaces at the start or end of the line. And so what you could try to fix that, it is not 160-ish. I don't know what you mean with that. I would try like right in there, put another dot and then trim. How come it's not 160-ish? I don't know. Isn't that the issue? That we should be getting 163, but you were getting 158? It's not working? Maybe then guess messes something else up. Critical does get the number of lines right. Yeah, 6 lines. And being off by 5 characters. So we are supposed to count the new lines, maybe? But we're not removing them as far as I can tell. Latoka over on YouTube. How often do I stream? Normally Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays I'm live on YouTube. Normally. I might miss a day or something like that, but 25 words. Like, unless this buffered reader is taking out the new lines, I don't see where we would be doing that. Oh, wait. Oh, the trim thing could help. I mean, it might not help, but I do see the error in what I told you to do with trim. Instead, how can we do it? Like right in there, because putting the trim here is bad because we haven't made sure that it's not null yet. So like right here in that line, I guess you could do line equals line dot trim. I'm working on a coding problem from Critical over in the Twitch chat. This, oops. This is supposed to be programmed to count the number of lines, words, and characters from a text file. But the numbers that Critical are getting are just slightly off for the characters and words. And I'm trying to figure out why, because it looks okay to me. Line 1, I equals 1. Line 2, I comma 1 over 2. I equals I. Oh, maybe that's a meme. I assume that's gonna make it some weird shape or something corrupt. Maybe you're memeing at the problem that we're working on. They fixed it. Oh. Critical. I was saying I don't know if this is gonna fix it, but you could try doing line equals line dot trim like right between those two lines. The thing that was putting the trim up here was a bad idea. I don't know if this is going to be the problem, but I really don't know what's wrong with this code. Show it evaluates a 0.5 plus 0.5i. Oh, really? Which wasn't supposed to. Oh, they could sneak in some complex numbers. This would be new line plus 1. Also, the last line doesn't contain a new line character, so that would produce another line. Yeah, I wonder why we're not getting those new line characters organically. And why would we want to count the new line characters like the website seems to want us to do? Like, let me look at the original like prompt. Because that's so weird that you would... Like, why would you care about new line characters? Or when it's not working. Yeah, sounds right. Calculate that will count the number of characters, words, and lines in a file where it's separated by white space characters. The file name should be passed as a command line argument as Java exercise file A. Readline doc says it does trim those new lines. Oh. It's annoying. Well, it's normally really nice. It's only annoying for this one particular question where you're apparently supposed to count new lines. This is the hint. I don't think so. Corrupt. That's what it did. Okay, so the hint is saying to use scanner, and you're doing a different thing, which... I mean, I feel like scanner's next line also strips out the new line character. That doesn't fix the extra 3 words that we're apparently counting. Oh, does it for you? I don't know why it doesn't do it for me. All right, critical. I don't know how to fix this. To at least fix the character count. This is a complete hack. But at the end here, you can do card count plus equal line count minus 1. And this would be to compensate for the new line characters that we suspect readline is taking out for whatever reason. And for whatever reason, we apparently want those. And so we have as many new line characters as we have lines, take away one. But I don't know how to fix the word count. I'm at a complete loss there. After it, outside of the while loop. Do they show you what the input file is? Do you have a new line at the end of the file? Oh. So, yeah, I mean, I didn't want to say it because you'd end up having to rewrite at least this portion of the code, which maybe isn't so bad, but you have to change the structure of the code, and I was trying to make this structure work. You might not have to do this weird hack like I'm saying with doing the car count thing if you do follow their hint exactly with scanner. Because maybe the scanner one is going to just work better. Or it's going to work how the thing intends it to work. So, you would do something like this. But you have to do 2 rounds of it to do it the exact way that there's like the 2 separate hints. One is to use next line and one is to use next. Can you reset your scanner? Like, you have to go through the file twice to do it. Have to run. Try the state machine next. All right, see you, Phobos. Oh, I mean, I don't know if I really answered the question, but oh, there's a reset. Yeah, that's you either try to find some hack, like I said, to make the word count work out also, or you rewrite your code using scanner. So this one is an example of how you can use scanner. Crap. I don't think I have time to cook dinner now before analysis. But yeah, I should just go. I mean, I'm not gonna get to eat for a while, but I still want to go rest. Okay, I'm gonna put YouTube stream up here, so if you're on YouTube, thank you.